Hello, this is Vance, and this is, again, still September the 5th, 2014. Another trade here. This is a long. And the reason I like this long, I think it's a breakout pullback long at the top of this channel, and it's almost like we've had, capitulation here, and I think that there's movement up here, so I believe that we're going to retest. I think price is oversold, and so that's why I've got this. I'm below these bars here. My stop is at 92.94. My entry is at, well, it should be 95 by me. 15 ticks. And 93.10 is my entry. My first two contracts off at 93.25. And I'm looking for near the top of this area right here, so after this move. So I think we're in a kind of a turnaround here. I think that these energetic moves here, I think that sellers are kind of tired out. And this is a decent reversal pattern. It's like a second entry long right here. So price pulled back the first time, and now pullback. Now, whether or not this pullback is deep enough to allow the buyers to gather themselves, I think they're getting at a fair price. It's really hard to say, but we've broken this channel, and we've pulled back the first time. So I look at this first pullback, really a small pullback here, and I think we're going to be heading up here. So I think there's enough room to get out near these tops where we've seen some buyers here, and if it breaks through this area, let me just mark that. I think if a price comes through here, if we get above this area and it holds where my target is, I think that's realistic that we can go up to 93.64. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. I like this trade, so that's why I'm going to leave it the way it is. And go from there. Okay, that's out. Great. Break even plus one. And my next target's at 93.64. Do I think that price has momentum to get up there? Well, this is the first channeling up. It might be a little bit steeper, but it wouldn't be harmful to put. I think this is the tops right here, and again, you move this up to this area. I think we've got an outside chance of reaching this area. I mean, the more conservative target for the runner would be right here where this capitulation is. So you see price moved up there. This is the top of this channel right here. So if price moved up and then pulled back here. So probably the most conservative target would be about here, or even down at these levels right here. So, but let's say that let's call this more conservative target 93.56. So 56. I'm ahead on this one. It's at 10. I'm at 17 ticks ahead on this one, so I'll just leave the price, the target there for the time being, and let it go. Worked out good as far as my first two contracts are concerned, and just leave it the way it is. Somehow this trend channel might be just a little steeper than what I originally drew, maybe more like this. If I get the closes in here like this. These bars are not, drawing like this is really kind of the best fit. I mean, you try to approximate where they are, but again, it's so crooked. So, kind of like this maybe. It gets most of these bars. Okay, I'm going to mark where I put in on this trade. So it was a long right here. By the way, with this particular trade, given the nature of this, it's like a breakout pullback, second entry long, off these bottoms. You have the testing right down here. Now we're getting close. So you get pullback in here again. Two pullbacks to this trend channel. See if this holds. But if it's really like a reversal slash maybe counter trend trade. So this is outside, it's beyond the reversal stage now. If it continues going up, it'll be really counter trend. However, if we have a failure here in the other direction, it could very well be that this is the top of this range, and that we'll have a failure back down to this area. So I mean, this maybe just be the top of a tighter trading range right here. And when we look at tight trading ranges, this is 95. The top of this range is 25. So it's like anywhere from 10 to less than 10 ticks to anywhere from up to 40 ticks. So it's very close to that outside margin as far as a tight trading range is concerned. If you're going off of these bars right here, or right here where most touches are actually occurring. So it could very well be that this turns out to be a, this is the first entry pullback, almost like a second entry short from up here, and that looking at retesting this area. So, this is where the flexibility comes in. If you sell at this area and your stop is above here, your confidence where prices will come back down to this area right here. Because, we're on 14 ticks ahead, it has to break and hold above this area for it to go higher, and at this point in time it doesn't appear that that's the case. Of course, it makes it worthwhile to stay with this trade because of the fact that there's capitulation. I'm below these matching lows here, and so I could get taken out, or it could go this area here. I'm playing the what the tendency is. Now, if we consider this a tight trading range, because these are 3 bars here, if my entry is down here, let's consider this stop as my entry point, 25. If this was in fact a tight trading range, this would be considered an excellent entry if price came down and tested this area, or close enough with some room. So that's why I'm staying with this at this point in time. And one other issue is one other item that you can consider, that if this is the move off the bottom right here to this area, and this is the first pullback, if this is the second pullback, it may even be placed to add in, then you can see that if my second move up is going to take me right to this target right here. That's something else to consider. And thus far, it looks like that might be the case. So now I'm at 27 ticks. I can move my stop up to a little bit higher. I've locked in 15, and now this looks pretty energetic. As I said, break and hold above this area. It's a realistic possibility that we'll hit this 56 area. Okay, we're pulling back here. As I said, it's got to come up here and hold this area, and we're pulling back on this bar. So you can see that I might get my stop taken out. Might come back and take me out at 30. But like I said, we have to hold above this area, and what I mean by holding above this area is to close within this bar or close to this top. Not to say that it won't come back and then make a new high, but you have to remember that we've had some challenges going down here. It wasn't a real unbroken move down through this area. It kind of slowly moved down this area, so it only stands to reason that unless we break above this and hold this area here, we won't get this area back in on the left side of the chart. So, I mean, there could very well be safety stops here, and certainly likely above this area here from this, when you look at the pricing of 93.64. So as you can see, I've been in this trade for 19 minutes now, almost 20 minutes. Okay, I'm got taken out at pulled back. Took me out at 35, and just touched me out there. So I locked in 25 ticks on that runner. Never quite enough movement to get up to this area. Not to say that we won't have a pullback and that we'll just resume that. It's kind of close. I mean, might look for another entry here, but it's getting kind of late in the day as well. So I'm happy with that trade. we'll see how it works out. I mean, I gave it a few ticks by not taking it earlier, but I was really looking for this cunt to get up to this area to reel this back in, and just didn't have the energy to do that. Anyway, that's it for now. This is Vance. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye for now. Just a quick update. You can see that I got taken out at 35 here. So I got 25 locked in on my runner, kind of this deep pullback. But this trapped traders. It trapped traders right here. There's a trap. So not only did the price pull back to the trend channel, but it trapped traders and then took it higher. And as you can see, once it got to where that level was, remember I had it at 56? Not only did it take out 56, but it went past 56 by another 24 ticks. So it went up there and hit 80. So it could very well be this is going to wrap up this area right here where there's safety stops here. So we might, now the next step is to assault just at the $94 area I talked about. So, but that's it for me. I'm not trading anymore today. That was it. I'm not going to be looking at anything else. I've got my trades in. That's it. That's good for now. Anyway, that's it. Bye for now.